into a rally ball.
Which is the hard part.
I expect her that whenever we're doing drop feeding, that's not how you've done it. So that's already one step forward.
I think June last year, I was doing the whole Sinner take back. Open, super open stance. I got somewhere close to that kind of pace, but it was with like so much top spin.
Yeah.
So I was just like.
But you've got to understand, you were generating so much top spin just there.
Really? Still hitting through?
Yes. Because just by naturally having that follow through, keeping that space in, and making sure that you're.
Because it needed to be smooth, but you did need it to accelerate through the ball.
Yeah.
And I think today I noticed you were holding, and then you were accelerating, but it made it like a two-part swing.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like properly deep.
Now this is forcing you. As soon as you take back, you're not waiting here and waiting and waiting. You'll go. Yeah. And that's how you want to time it. Because realistically, when a ball's coming at me, ball's coming, it's bounced. By the time it's bounced, I'm back here, yes, but my racket's starting to swing forward. Because again, you're trying to take it as early off the bounce as you can. If you're trying to take time away from your opponent, but also hit with pace and hit with power. Because by hitting the ball on that rise, as soon as it's bouncing, obviously you're taking it early, but as well, you're coming in, you're contacting at this through part of the motion, and naturally, because your swing is coming up naturally, without you having to no, just general swing. You swing low to high, everyone has to. If you swing low to high, you will generate spin if you're in the right grip. Yeah. Obviously, if you're in this grip, you will get ridiculous amounts of spin. You'll break your wrist as well while you're at it. Or you could be in this grip, completely chop up. You will generate some spin, not as much as here. So again, for you, you're just like stuck waiting back in for so long, and it just removes all fluidity of the motion. You're here, you're waiting, you're waiting, you're waiting, you're waiting, then you decide to go. And because of that, it becomes too late, way too late. But now with the drop feeds being here, you're back, you're straight away. You're back, you're straight away. You're back, you're straight away. You're not waiting.
Is it fair to say that this swing should start later and more fluid? As in like before he was starting early but holding. Now during that time.
I think that is one way to go about it. The other way is just actually, if he does still start that early, it's his take back and just go slower. So there's two options. Like the wife suggested, just start a little bit later for you, so that it forces you to go. Or if you want to keep like the smoothness, like you'll see all the pros when they're warming up on their toes like this, it's like, you know, they're just absolutely fluid. It's like watching water move, basically, like a wave crash. Yeah, it's just fluid the whole way through. There's no stops, there's no kings. Yes, they all have different sorts of swings, but the main part of the swing remains the same. It stays fluid. It's not in separate parts. The only person that does have separate parts would be like Coco Golf, Sviantec, especially on their backhands. So, like that pretty much. They're just trying to shovel it forward. Because you're trying to shovel it, that's the outcome they get. The ball just goes flat, no spin, no nothing. Has power, has pace, and because they've done it hundreds of thousands of times, they're not going to miss it. But you give a beginner a swing like that, unless they're hitting 100,000 times, they're not going to make anything consistent. So again, it's about the fluidity of the whole motion, which is what helps loosen the whole swing. But yeah, let's pick up the balls again. Do we want to go into the backhand now? Does that work? Yeah, what do you want? Yeah.
The side. Yeah. Yeah.
Again, I want to see if you guys can transfer that weight forward, and then make sure that you're steady as well. So whatever you have in the ball, I still do that whenever my back hands are all wonky over the place and I'm like practicing on it. I fully switch like the boxes to just let it go. It works a charm. I'll be so honest, it works a charm.
Side.
So what's the favorite Gatorade flavor?
Orange.
That's my whole thoughts. I like the cherry.
What's the one that looks like
Lime? Oh.
In the US.
Still baby. Oh, that's stuff.
That's the sugariest one. Yeah, you get the most of your money. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to have kind of hit yourself out. Whenever you guys feel warmed up enough. So this is just like going through the basics with both of you. Before you start every serve, make sure your foot is more or less sideways, if not diagonal. Even if you're on the juice side over here, you're right-handed, your foot placement should be like this. Joe, I know you love to creep over into this position here, and then you end up hitting your serve.
Okay.
Jo will do the badminton, so she'll go 1, 2.
Yeah. Which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah,
It's good for badminton.
It's a badminton game.
Yeah.
Can you still opening with,
You need
with
to
my
stay
head open?
side on. Okay.
Then how do you?
Okay.
You need to rock backwards and forwards.
What I'm gonna do,
Yeah, that's it.
if you want to take a slow-mo of me hitting a serve, we will do that. I'll just talk through all the points that I noticed.
You have a hurt in your own face here. It's like calculating the tops here, right? If I'm really far away from my foot, this is wrong.
Oh, yeah, stop it after the first one.
Oh, you do? No, so at this point, I'm looking at where I can't walk. Obviously, unless you've got the greatest eyesight, your height is, and then not going to be high, so you don't need to worry about that. But from there, where I take that, you can see my elbow. For the most part, in this shape, I have a slight hip, kind of like bacon mostly. You can see it bends a little bit. It's okay to bend, but you don't want it to pick up too much. Right, that's the main thing. From here, when that arm comes straight up, it stays up this long and naturally, it's the same for us. You have to keep it up as long as you can, so that when you are making contact, instead of your body being crunched down here because your arms come down too early, and now you're hitting the serve like this, because you kept it up for long enough by the time you're making contact with here. So you can see in this position here, I am a little bit pointed down too much, I would say, which will cause a little mess a lot. So, but then with the follow through, you can see how my feet are jumping into the ball. Yeah, so into the ball. Obviously not too much, it's not what you allow, but typically if I'm going to my side of the ball, in match play, they're jumping 2 feet in, roughly give or take. So that's when you're going maximum full out. I would only recommend, like, especially if you guys are just playing recreationally, you do not need to go that far. At most, on the line, over the line is fine. You also don't need, like, NBA verticals, right? You don't need to be that high off the ground. You can jump, like, half a foot in height, a foot maybe. So don't stress too much about the jumping side of things. The main things I just want you trying to practice at least is, I'll show you in the video again. Getting into, so when that ball toss has reached its peak, my arm is a little bit delayed, just a little bit, but realistically when the ball has reached its peak height, you should be in this position here. You should be like fully loaded. You should, I mean, a lot of coaches are really against this, but I'm very much for this. Oh, in what sense?
Well, balance and you sometimes do it. Sometimes.
So like you lock the elbow. Yeah, no. So yeah, if you see it here, you can see, yeah. Naturally, it will do that. You don't need to force that to happen. Just the best way to think about it is, if you're throwing something, you're not just throwing up like that. You're not going to generate anything. So if you just, this is also like a movement you can do out of love, or just in your garden if it's big enough. Grab a tennis ball, grab something that you can throw. Just stand aside on and try and throw it as far as you can. And you'll notice that naturally that arm will drop, that racket will drop, because if you don't let it drop, this is how far it goes. Like you barely can get to the baseline. If you're throwing it and you're getting the back into it, you're clearing it, that's basically. So honestly, for both of you, what I'd recommend right now, leave the rackets on the side here, grab a couple balls, and just see if you can get the trajectory without jumping. Trying to get like that curved trajectory as best as you can. So it's It's okay. So the main thing, Bacon, that what you're doing right now is you're loading way too much, yeah. You don't want to force it. So if you both just watch my back actually. So Haken, what you were doing here was you were like trying to just get pure height, which isn't a bad thing if you're going for kick serve. If you're going for a flat serve, you do not need that much dip in your back, and also if you're trying to avoid lower back, you don't have much dip. Ideally, you're there at most, here. Yeah. So it's a slight dip, and there's a slight twist if my shirt was a little less baggy, like there. Do you see how like there's only a slight bend as opposed to like you'll go in 45 degrees more or less. You want to just try and go maybe 20. And naturally you'll be forward off. There you go. So Joe, just try and release early. Just like go a little earlier, you'll go where you want to go. You just held on for a long time. It's hard. I know. Did you play a lot of baseball? No. Yeah, that's the best way. But also from a longevity standpoint, takes a cut. You're throwing out 100. You lost in 5 years max.
We've got something that's pretty easy about to.
Yeah.
There's never going to be anything there. Not just so much.
I mean, surprisingly, if you play from a younger age, there's a lot of studies that have shown that you're less prone to shoulder injuries. Just because your body can naturally like adapt it throughout time, or into it. It's kind of like how Nadal has Miller-Wise syndrome, which is different at the muscles, but it's super compressive, kind of like sticks out everywhere. There's a load of pain, especially because the whole childhood they play football, tennis, having an intensive training for 5 hours a day every single day. It's just also bonus. Now it's permanent pain, even with surgeries. And the best way to just kind of forget about it, if you will, is that you're not trying to crank out 150 mile per hour sets. You're not trying to crank out even like 130. For your guys' goals, I mean, for you, Aiken, you can probably get to 100, 105 maybe on like a good day. But the main thing is, I'd recommend for both of you is working on accuracy and getting the consistency in before you even think about having power. So now I want you adding the racket in. What we're going to do instead, can you actually drop your rackets back down? I never condone throwing your racket out of anger. Hold your racket. You're going to stand side on. And you're going to throw it. This is weird.
You do the same, but then you throw it.
But you can see that the trajectory of making that, you got to really, obviously you're just going to feel that. Basically, what that forces you to do is sit your confidence. So I mean, this is like the argument again with the forehand. Should you swing and make contact with a straight elbow? Should you swing and make contact with a bent elbow? Truly, I don't think it matters. We won't use it. We'll just change it to practice once I could find.
What's the racket that has like the least injuries?
Yeah.
It is only soft and flat.
Yeah. So again, just try it from here, release. Really just, the main thing you want to get as well when you're throwing that racket is that rotation. You've seen it spin like this, and again, the trajectory going up and over. But that was 2 down, right? And that's because your body came down early. And the reason why your body came down early, that left arm dropped early. You keep that left arm off for longer, throw it. That's it. Throw it up. Hey. Yeah. I know it seems odd, but I mean, if you guys remember Polish tennis player Turkash, he used to be top 8 a few years back. I think he was 3rd in the world at one point. He was pretty solid, but never really did anything. But he would do this every single day with his pro racket. Yeah. So, but he would throw it over 2 court legs. So this way, 2 court legs, it's ended on past the net on the second court. Yeah, he was here 140s, 150s maybe on some good days. He was here on 137 as his average on his first serve. So even when he's slicing it, it's probably coming 120, 125. Now please don't throw your rackets.
Same feeling.
But now
As long as possible.
really trying to recreate that feeling where you are throwing your racket, don't let go. You are throwing your racket. Yeah, don't let go. Try and get over as much reach as you can. Even for reach. Try and throw the ball toss a little bit higher. Let's give it a go, Joe. Nice. I want to see if you can stay in shot. Probably I'll just still go. You're here, stay in chopper, and you get up here, and you switch that. That's nice. I'll just do like a little quick refresher. So wherever you're standing, aiming for like 1 o'clock, you're trying to aim a foot's length, maybe I'd say is a fair estimate. So if you want, go back to your normal position over there, because you're not too sorry to mouth like that. So that's 12 o'clock over there. 12 again. 11. 12, push 1, a little bit far forward. I actually think though that you can probably get more. So literally, just keep your elbow straight, release it. Don't think about where you're placing it, just release it. Yep. So you can see, roll forward, and now from there you adjust from the previous one. Hey, need it. Go for it. You get behind it, trust it. There you go. That's it. Now, you don't want to think about it like just as one sole target as well. It can be like that.
Okay. That's all.
But it does come down to the type of serve you are hitting. Let's see if you can go a bit more across. Okay, so there, you free that very much.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. Just dealt with it in the air.
I mean, in reality, that was landing. Yeah. So it's in the right time zone, I guess you can call it. So you just throw it way too far to what you're trying to do. That's like a
Badminton would be like
yeah. You got
really
kind
in
of
front,
pull it in.
really in front. We wouldn't be out to the side. In fact, this is walking habit.
Go since you get that. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Falling fun reach.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I'm going for it, obviously, my movement is going to get it into that ball. So realistically, you falling into normal is to be expected, but you're just not jumping as high. That's all it is. Like if you were jumping as high, then you'd notice less of a falling feeling, if you will, and more of just like a forward momentum.
Something that is like familiar and yet not.
are still like when you bring your feet together,
And then
bring this foot like that. And you'll see it on the video. It's tough, man. You really want to cheat. I can tell. It's like the foot wants to go there, it gets there.
But you do eventually close it, but closing it too early. Like you hit. Like you gently. So like it's open, you eventually close it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Yes? I'd like to say.